I freaked out this morning, Emily, because we wake up early,
yes,
right?
Yes, we do.
I came downstairs, and there was somebody walking up my driveway, like towards my house, at a very early hour with a flashlight, and I'm like, what is happening? It was Amazon. They deliver 24 hours a day.
Honestly, I was going to guess that was them. But also, have you ever had, well, never mind. You don't ever like order something and Mrs. Kirsch doesn't know, because I've had it where my husband's like, who's here when he's leaving for work? And I'm like, yeah, no, it's Amazon. I definitely ordered something for overnight delivery and they're super early. So
yeah, it creeped me out because it was so early.
Yeah, you know what? They're the real MVPs, aren't they? And actually that brings me to my question for you. Do you ever order something thinking, okay, I need it today or overnight, and then you just let it sit there in the package for days and kind of forget about it?
No, I don't. And I'll tell you why, because I'm impatient and I'm excited and I'm still like the kid in the candy store over the mail, over Amazon, over packages that show up. It's like when they're there, I've got to open them.
Okay, that makes sense. But do you use that thing then that you needed right away, or do you let it sit there?
No, I use it.
Okay. I definitely do that more than I should admit, that I do something I'm like, I need it now, and then I don't use it for like a week.
This might be the difference between you and me, because I usually, I don't buy things that I don't need. Need.
Okay, I need it. I just then get distracted by other projects. Like super glue, for example. Or decorations. Or diapers.
So diapers is a problem. You might want to open those up. What do you get distracted by? That you're like, I'll just let these diapers sit here. We're out.
A 1-year-old, I guess, who apparently I just forget.
A very stinky
diapers.
1-year-old.
Yes.
You're like, I get distracted by other things and I just let the diapers sit there for a while.
I mean, it's fine. He's fine.
Running around nude.
He's good. He's happy. That's all that matters.
That is all that matters right there. Emily, I think I have the happiest story I've ever read in my life here with Kirsch and Emily. New Country, fewer commercials. New Country, 103.9.
You're using the best music for it. Okay, I'm ready to hear it. Let's go.
Listen to this. So you've had dogs.
Yes.
And I'm sure you've seen dogs when they're dreaming. They kind of like twitch and bark a little bit. It's like, it is. You ever wonder what they're dreaming about?
I just figured it was about me.
So check this out.
Yep. Do you have the answer?
Yes. So I don't know how in the world they did this. Let's see if it gets into it. It says if you've ever seen your dog twitching or kicking in their sleep, obviously they're having some kind of dream. And if you've wondered what it could possibly be about, researchers at MIT believe they have the answer.
All right.
And it's one you're going to love.
All right. I'm ready for it.
They are probably dreaming about you.
Oh, I was right.
You were right. The researchers say dogs experience dreams that reflect their daily lives, so they may be dreaming about chasing a ball or playing with their favorite toy or just spending time with you. Because just like humans, they also sometimes have nightmares, which is why you might sometimes hear them growl in their sleep. Experts say when this happens, you should leave them alone and not try to comfort them because they could react aggressively. Research also finds that puppies and much older dogs seem to dream a lot more than middle-aged dogs. Smaller dogs have shorter dreams. Larger dogs have longer dreams.
So what you're saying is I just need all of the dogs.
Yeah.
That's what this conversation is really saying.
All just lay around and dream about you.
Rescuing them and
fill your house with dog farts.
Okay, I was going to say hair, but I mean, I guess we could go there. I already have two kids. My husband and my baby that do that, so.
Luckily, our dog, we have one dog, old Chesney.
I love Ches.
He's not a gassy dog. Our old dogs were both gassy.
Well, this conversation really took a turn.
Yeah, it did. They're dreaming about you and blown farts. There you go. That's dog's life. Thursday morning, short work week, which is nice. We're a day away from the weekend, which is kind of fantastic.
Yes, I love a good short week. Even though actually I've been working all week, unlike some of us.
I know. So, you had to work Monday. I don't know what happened. Was I supposed to be here?
No, you weren't. And if you were, I would have called you and said, Kirsch, where are you at? Oh.
I learned to put my phone on Do Not Disturb thanks to you. You were texting me when I had COVID at like 4 o'clock in the morning. I'm like, no.
I honestly thought you had Do Not Disturb on.
I do now. So listen, football kicks off tonight, and then a lot of folks headed out to stadiums this weekend. So a taste of country, put together the wildest food you can order at NFL stadiums. Nothing here in Ohio, like Cincinnati and Cleveland, just kind of boring with hot dogs, pizza, burgers, that kind of stuff.
The normal stuff.
There was one on here that I thought was really interesting. The Baltimore Ravens.
Yep.
If you go to a Ravens game, you head to Old Baltimore. They have the Baltimore Tailgater Burger, which is on a soft pretzel roll. It's a bacon cheeseburger with kielbasa, crab dip, onion rings, and 2 chicken wings on it.
No, I'm good. I'm so good on that. It's not even funny.
I'd eat that.
I won't lie. These pictures do make everything look good. But when I find out what's in them, I'm like, no. Like, okay, so Arizona Cardinals, the cotton candy burrito. You would probably eat that, wouldn't you?
What is it?
Ice cream, Fruity Pebbles, Skittles, M&Ms, and gummy bears wrapped in cotton candy. So it's diabetes in a burrito shape.
I wish I had my Wilford Brimley back up here. I would just play him saying diabetes over it. Seriously, that is... The problem is, in order to order that, you've got to go to an Arizona Cardinals game.
I mean, I don't know who they are. Are they good?
No.
Oh. Okay.
No. And they also just built... hold on. Let's talk about this pizza burger for a second at the Cowboys Stadium, but then we'll come back to the Cardinals here in a second. The Cowboys have a pizza burger, which is a 16-ounce burger, but it uses 2 pepperoni pizzas as the bun, which I'd eat that.
I feel like we need to try some of these, though. And by we, I mean you.
Yeah, I would eat that 100%. Arizona Cardinals, by the way, they're terrible. And they just built these... I think they're called casitas or something like that. They're basically little houses in the stadium that you can rent to watch the game, and they're like $20,000 a game. But it has couches and TVs and all this kind of stuff, and it's down on the field.
What is that like to just have money like that to just spend?
My question is, why would you pay $20,000 to go sit on a couch that's not your own and watch a TV that's probably smaller than the one you have in your living room with the game right beside you?
That's true. Okay, that's a good point.
Especially at a Cardinals game.
That's why we ask Kirsch's opinion, because you make sense.
You know I'm happy to give it. Short work week.
Yes.
Almost back to the weekend, which is amazing. Gonna hang out with some friends this weekend, or what do you got going on?
What do I have going on this weekend? I don't know, actually. There's something I'm forgetting right now that I have going on, but I don't remember it.
I bet you can never guess what I've got going on this weekend.
Soccer!
Yeah, more soccer. Okay.
So I was thinking recently, and I was actually talking to Tess about this one day. It's kind of hard making friends as an adult, don't you think?
It is. Yeah, it is.
I mean, why is that? Is that because we all just don't talk to each other?
You know, it could be. I mean, it's interesting you said that, because the first thing that came to mind was this. Like, as an adult, and I think I've told you this before, like, with your son's 1, right?
Yes.
So he's going to go to preschool in 3 years?
Sure, yeah.
And then off to kindergarten, and then, he's into school and everything else. And you start to be friends with the parents at preschool, and then at your kid's school, and then when they get involved in sports or band or whatever it happens to be, your friends become the people that you're always just naturally around.
Okay, I can see that. And well, I guess, I don't know, you probably don't have this problem either. I don't think I have problem making friends, because I'll talk to anyone and I'm like, everyone's my friend. Yay, life. Which it's fine. But I just kind of force myself into their lives. It's been working for me so far. But I feel like you also are the same way. You don't maybe go like, yay, like that, but you talk to people and get to know people.
Like, I don't wear my Tinkerbell costume out like you do, and
I think I get it from my mother, because she'll talk to anyone, and I don't know if that's 100%. A good thing or not. But
but making friends as an adult, you're right, absolutely tough. Yeah. New friends, anyhow.
Especially when you're out of your comfort zone and you're out of your environment. You're not in your normal place, or if you move somewhere by yourself. I think
it's even tougher now, because so many people, like, if you are an adult and you're not partnered or whatever, and you don't get out and do stuff. Like so many people just sit on the couch and scroll.
Right.
Right.
You're right. Mm-hmm.
So you're not really having those face-to-face interactions and becoming friends with people. That's why you become friends with the people at school and sports and band and all these other things.
Yes, that makes sense. But really what I think I'm trying to say is if you need a friend, Kirsch and Emyle are here for you.
Yeah, you just got to find me on the soccer field. That's the only place where I can make friends. I'm friends with all the soccer parents at this point.
Okay, I bet if I put you in a grocery store, you would make friends with everyone there within minutes.
Let's try it. Let's try it. I'll be judging about what people are buying. They'll be like, why are you judging me, Kirsch? There's Kenny. It's I Go Back with Kirsch and Emyle. New Country. Fewer commercials. New Country 103.9. If you didn't know, that's my favorite Kenny song.
Is it? I love
that song. Yeah.
I just figured all of them were your favorite.
I mean, they really are, but that's my absolute favorite Kenny song. I love it.
Okay, I like it.
All right, let's talk about this Thursday morning. We like to share some good stuff, some fun, beneficial things going on around the area. And this one's in Ohio, but Emily wanted to talk about this event. What is it?
Yeah, it's the 2024 Special Olympics Ohio State softball tournament and skills competition. Over 300 athletes, partners, and coaches from 24 local Special Olympics organizations are going to participate. It is this Saturday at William P. Kuntz Recreation Complex, which is in Oregon, Ohio. Which that's
up by Toledo.
Yes, that's where you me in directions. Kirsch will get you there.
I lived in Toledo that's the only reason I know. It's like on the east side of Toledo.
Well, the Special Olympics Ohio is going to host the state softball tournament and skills competition. And basically, it's just one of the 4 major events spread across Ohio that make up for the 2024 Fall Games.
That's so cool.
Yeah, and I love the Special Olympics, and everyone's just so happy. So if you're, want to go out and watch, there you go.
You know what? Actually, this weekend, I think it's supposed to be pretty cool.
Yes.
So
weather.
I wouldn't.
Perfect
it would be
weather.
perfect weather to go check this out and support these athletes who have intellectual disabilities and other disabilities as well, competing over the weekend. Again, it's in Oregon, from the Oregon Parks and Rec up by Toledo.
Yep.
Don't plan a lake visit. It's going to be too cold for that this weekend.
That's true.
Maybe go to this on Saturday, shoot over to Cedar Point, which is like 40 minutes away from Oregon on Sunday. Make a fun weekend out of it. That sounds pretty good.
Major weekend plans, supporting the Special Olympics of Ohio and then going and riding a roller coaster.
I love it. Emily, I was in a movie with Michael Keaton. Why do you doubt me on this?
Because I feel like this is a story I would brag about and everyone would know. It would be honestly, it would be in my bio.
I just need to change my bio. It's Kirsch and Emily, New Country, fewer commercials, New Country 103.9.
Once in a movie with Michael Keaton. Yes.
She said to me, she goes, where's your IMDB profile?
Yeah,
I'm like, okay, let me tell you the story.
I'm looking and I don't see you on IMDB, so it didn't happen.
Okay, well then I guess we'll just move on. Sam Hunt next, Hardy and Justin. No.
Don't deprive our listeners of your awesome story about being in a movie with Michael Keaton.
I guarantee it's a movie you've never seen.
Probably.
But Michael Keaton was the star.
Okay.
So I grew up in Pittsburgh, and in 1984, 1985, somewhere right around there, they were filming a movie in Pittsburgh called Gung Ho. And Michael Keaton was the star. It was about this Japanese automaker who came to the United States and built a factory. And it was really actually pretty funny. They built a factory and manufactured cars and everything else, but they needed a bunch of extras for the movie. And my dad took me to this whole scene they were shooting. It's the 4th of July scene. That was in a big park, and we were the crowd. And I was still small enough at that point that my dad put me on his shoulders in the crowd. And when they pan across the crowd, I kid you not, there I am waving on my dad's shoulders. I was in a movie with Michael Keaton.
There is no way you were not only in a movie with Michael Keaton, but also directed by Ron Howard. There's no way.
Yes, it was directed by Ron Howard. He was back in the back, and I remember he was on like a scissor lift kind of thing, and my dad was like, there's Ron Howard.
There is no way you were surrounded by this greatness, and you don't have an IMDb profile.
100% I was. You know what? We're going to watch it together. It happened. Do you need me to call my dad? I'll get my dad on air. I'll be like, Dad, without any warning, I'll call him right now and be like, Dad, tell Emily what movie we were in.
I need to know from Michael Keaton himself. So
he's from Pittsburgh, I think.
I feel like You've never mentioned this before, so it's a little
Why would I mention it?
Because I've talked about Michael Keaton several times.
Yeah, but I was waiting to drop this bomb on you, so you were more impressed. I don't know.
You were waiting
It happened.
for the Beetlejuice 2 premiere.
I don't know why you think. Have I ever lied to you?
Yes.
When?
I can't think of a time, but I know you have.
See, you can't even think of when you're like, yes, it happened, but I can't tell you when.
Telling me that you would watch Parks and Rec, and I come to find out you never did.
I watched like 6 episodes.
No, you watched the YouTube recap version.
No, I watched like 6 episodes. God, we're worse than a married couple, aren't we?
I know. It's true. It's so true.
We're going to watch Gung Ho together.